So the next thing I want to do is let the user add additional questions to the quiz. And when I open up the web inspector, I can see that the Rails form for, with that nested fields for section, ends up generating inputs that look like this for the questions. So it's like nested under quiz, and then it's got questions attributes, then like an index, and then finally the question field. So it should be pretty easy to replicate this just with JavaScript, so that the user can like click add question, and we just drop a few more inputs into the form. So let's do that. Let's see. So I'm going to go to my assets, JavaScript's quizzes. So I'm going to write this in CoffeeScript, so you haven't really seen this too much yet, but it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple to learn now that you know JavaScript, and in fact I find it easier to write. Main things to know is that the arrow indicates a function. So if I write my func equals arrow alert hi, that's a function that's just going to alert hi. Other thing you may notice is that the obviously the brackets are not required, the parentheses are optional, and there's no end, like there's no ending bracket. It's just white space sensitive. So this line would still be in the function, and this would be a new line of resulting JavaScript. So that being said, that's all you need to know really for the very beginning. So I can make a document ready function just like that, because I'm giving the jQuery object, or the jQuery function as its argument. I'm giving it a function, and then inside that I can do some things. So what I want to do is, let's see, I want to make a function that will add a quiz to the page. So we need to, for one thing, keep track of, sorry, not add a quiz to the page, add a question to the page. So one thing we need to do is keep track of like how many we currently have. So we start off with 1. Right, so the one that exists on the page already, its index is 0, and so we'll start at 1. And we want a function that can add a question into that form. So I'm going to make a function, and it's just going to select the form, which has an ID of new quiz. And we want to insert the new question after the after this one, right? After the answer field for the other one, the existing one. So I'm just going to like copy this whole block if I can. And I'm going to build up a new like HTML section here. And this kind of sucks because, you know, if I change the HTML of my form, which obviously I'm going to do because it's just this basic thing right now, I'm going to have to come back and change this too. So this isn't really ideal, but should work for our purposes right now. The 3 quotes that I'm using here, it's called a here doc, So now everything inside the here doc will just come out as a string. So that means I can use double quotes inside it without escaping them. We're going to need to interpolate the current index here, because we want, for every new question that's added, we want it to have a new sequential index right here. And just on this line, I'm going to substitute body for answer, because this is the field for the answer. And we want to take this HTML and attach it to the form. So how do we do that? How can we put it in the exact right place of the form? Well, it looks like the easiest thing to do would just be to put it above the submit button. So let's see if I can do that. I'll select the submit button with new form. Alright, so that should select the submit button, and now I want to insert my HTML above it. So what is that? jQuery insert before or something? Okay, I mean, it looks like this one will work before. So I select my input, my submit button, and before it I want to place all the HTML that I just built up. So another thing about CoffeeScript is you don't add semicolons, so just leave those off. And now I just need to increase the current index, right? Because we've just added this one, and the next one that gets added should have the next index in the sequence. So now I've got my add question function, and I can say that whenever the user clicks some add question button or div or whatever, then we will just run the add question function. And this is in our document ready section, so should be good to go. Last thing is now we need to add that add question button or div to the quiz form, to the new quiz page. So now we've got this button on our page, and whoa, okay, that not what I wanted. I want the add question button. Why is that submitting the form? All right, let's put it outside the form. Okay, no luck so far. It's getting to the function, but it's not working. All right. New form. What the heck? Oh my gosh, of course. It's a new quiz. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's see if it actually submits now. So, I mean, it looks like it should be creating properly marked up inputs. So if we make a new quiz, test 3, Q1, A1, Q2, A2, Q3, A3, create. Well, we need to change the show page to show all the questions and answers. Quiz show. So we'll say for each question in the quiz, show the question and the answer. Great. So we've got the quiz creating questions from our form that was dynamically built up via JavaScript. So one thing we need to do is in the quiz controller, got to allow the answers to be submitted. So next time we create a quiz, great.